Hi guys, what's up? I'm in my pajamas. Leave me alone. So today we are back with our regular bracelets, taking a break from the seasonal bracelets. They'll come back, don't worry. But today I thought I'd give you guys a beginner bracelet because I've been doing intermediate advanced bracelets for a while, so this is for all my beginners out there. What's up? Today we are doing a distorted kind of chevron bracelet. It looks like this. It is so cool and it's literally so easy. It's 2 steps, so easy. So yeah, this is what mine turned out to be. Since this is a beginner bracelet, I'm assuming a lot of you guys will have questions. So just so you guys are aware, I do have an FAQ in the description box down below because surprise, surprise, a lot of people ask some of the same questions. So that's down below for you guys if you want to check that out if you're confused. Also the pattern link and the steps, I also list them out in the description box, as well as all my social media. So follow me if you want to see the exact same bracelet right here on my Instagram. Let's just get into this video. I love you all and let's go. So to make this bracelet, you are going to need some embroidery floss and you're going to need to pick out 8 colors. So for each color, you're going to cut 1 string that is the length of your wingspan, which is about 65 or 70 inches. You could probably cut a little bit less for this bracelet. And you're going to do that for 8 of your colors, so you have 8 strings in total. And then you're going to go ahead and fold those all in half to create a loop at the top. And once you fold them in half, then there should be 16 total strings. Now from here, you can start this bracelet however you want. I have multiple videos on how to do this, and they are always all linked in the description if you don't know how to start a bracelet. Once your bracelet is started and taped down, this is how your strings should be set up. You're going to want to do a mirror image of all your strings. So my strings go purple, blue, dark purple, green, pink, light pink, gray, white, and then it repeats white, gray, light pink, pink, green, dark purple, blue, purple. Yeah. So this bracelet is a 1-2 pattern, and with 1-2 patterns we work in pairs of strings. So I'm going to go ahead and pair up my strings with the string directly next to it, making sure to keep my strings in the same order, and now we're ready to start our bracelet. To do this first row, I'm going to start with my pair on the very left, and I'm going to be doing a backward knot. And to do this, we start with the right string, cross it over the left string in the pair to make a backward 4, bring the tail underneath through, and then we're going to pull it to the top. And then we're going to do it one more time. And that is a backward knot. For my next pair in line, I'm going to be doing a forward knot. To do a forward knot, we're going to start with our left string, and we're going to cross it over the right string in the pair, take the tail, wrap it underneath the right string, and then pull it to the top. And we're going to do it one more time. And that is our forward knot. For the rest of this bracelet, I'm not going to go super in depth on how to do the knots because I already explained them, but my third knot is going to be a backward knot. My fourth pair now is going to be a forward knot. My fifth pair is going to be a backward knot. My sixth pair is going to be a forward knot. My seventh pair is going to be a backward knot. If you're not catching on to what we're doing, we are alternating backward and forward knots, starting with a backward knot in the very beginning, in case you were wondering. And then my 8th and my final knot for this very first row of this bracelet is going to be a forward knot. So that was my entire first row of this bracelet. Now for row 2, I'm actually going to take out the very outer 2 strings on either side. They should be the same color, mine are blue. And I'm going to just take them out and I'm going to repair all of my strings like we did in step 1, but this time I'm not going to include my outer strings. So the pairs will be a little bit different. you will just have one less pair. So in the first row we had 8 pairs, and now since we left out 2 strings, we're only going to have 7 pairs. So to explain this a little bit better, I'm going to be separating my pairs. So I'm going to take the first 3 pairs on my left side and kind of section them off, and then the last 3 pairs on my right side, I'm going to section them off, and then I'm going to have a pair in the middle that should be the same color, and then my 2 outer strings, if that makes sense. So for my first section on the left side, my first 3 pairs, I'm going to be doing all backward knots. You don't have to section your strings off like this. I'm just doing this to give a better visual and just to explain this better for you guys. But yeah, first section, first 3 pairs, we're going to do backward knots. Alright, now for this middle pair, so your strings should be the same color, and whenever your strings are the same color in your pair, you can pretty much do any knot you want. I'm doing a backward knot, but you can do whatever you want because the strings are the same color, the knot will come out the same every single time. Now for my last section, or the last 3 pairs, I'm going to be doing all forward knots for these last 3 pairs of the second row. Alright, so that is actually this entire pattern. I'm going to just run through it one more time with you guys. So repeat this from row 1 now, we're going to bring back in our outer 2 strings, and then we're going to go ahead and repair all of our other strings, this time including the outer strings, so we'll have 8 pairs instead of 7. And for this first row, I'm going to be alternating doing backward and forward knots, starting with a backward knot and ending with a forward knot. Then for my second row, I'm going to be leaving out my outer 2 strings. They are going to be changing colors every time you do this because your strings are obviously moving around in your bracelet as you make it. And once they are left out, I'm going to go ahead and repair all of my strings without including the outer ones. And I'm going to create 3 sections. My first section is the first 3 pairs, my second section is the middle pair, and then my third section is the last 3 pairs. And so for my first section, which is the first 3 pairs, I'm going to be doing all backward knots. For the second section, or the middle pair, you're going to go ahead and just do whatever knot you want. I'm doing a forward knot here, but it doesn't matter what knot you do. Then for my third section, which is the last 3 pairs of this row, I'm going to be doing all forward knots. Alrighty, so that is how you do this bracelet. It's very simple, just 2 rows. So go ahead and just repeat this from step 1 and keep repeating until your bracelet is long enough. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you all so much, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.